Hello everybody. Recently I asked you guys to send me your copy, and in today's video I am going to be reviewing your copy. This may be brutal, it may not be brutal, who knows. I did get a ton of requests from you guys sending me your copy, and I just wanted to say a big thank you to those who did send your copy, but I have only selected a few people to review simply because, I can't review everyone at once. So if you did enter and you're not being reviewed in this copy, then listen, that's absolutely okay, because you have many opportunities in the future for your copy to be reviewed. And listen, I might even do a continued series if you guys like this video. Even if your copy didn't get reviewed in this video, don't worry, because you'll still have gained some valuable knowledge and tips that you can take for your own copy to improve your copywriting. Please don't take anything I say to heart. I'm just here trying to help you get better at copywriting. By the way, if you do enjoy this video, please make sure to leave a like. But you know what? Enough chit chat, let's get into it. I'm going to be reviewing the copy. I have actually gone through it a little bit, which you can probably see on the side. Easy way to lose 12.5 pounds in 43 days. Now, if you're ever going to make claims like this, if any of you are in the weight loss niche, which I do have an email for fitness, which I'll show you at the end, you have to back up the big claim with proof. I don't know why I can't talk. So as soon as you finish that subject line, you have to back it up with proof. And this person said this. So you could be eating clean, working out 5 days a week, and sleeping well, but you still don't get the results you want. Here, I'll break the code in simple, easy ways. 1 workout planner. People who keep and plan out and track their actions proven to get results faster than people who don't. Nutrition guide. Working out is just a part of getting a better physique. The real growth relies on the food you consume. Having a proper nutrition will speed it up. Expert advice. Having someone to guide you will help you get results faster. Remember to start slowly but surely. If you want to get better physique, book for free. Okay, so whoever's copy this is, I just would like to say I am not here to insult you. I am here to help you get better at writing copy. The next thing I would improve is this lead in. And you would say you're probably trying to lose weight, right? Or I'm guessing you're trying to lose weight, right? You've probably tried everything under the sun. You're eating clean, the weird foods, and drinking the weird drinks that the gurus online tell you to drink, the weird smoothies, sorry. You're working out 5 days a week, and you're even sleeping as well as a baby, but you're still finding it hard, or you're still finding you don't get the results that you want, right? You now need to say something like, people on the internet maybe overcomplicate this stuff, and they because they're trying to sell you some crazy way of losing weight that probably doesn't work for someone. I don't know. Like, you need to be curious. Like, you can't just simply just go, here's a plan. You have to flow it. This is one thing I do want to say is please make sure your emails flow. So have a nicer transition of saying, you've probably done all of this right, and it's probably making you feel absolutely crap. You feel like you're going nowhere because you're like, I'm doing all of the things I've been told to do, but I'm still not getting where I want to go. So what do I do? I would then either lead in with a little story or a little bit of proof saying, did you know some sort of proof about saying that losing weight is actually easier than most people think because they overcomplicate it for some reason? And then something like that. Well, here's the exact plan that I followed for 43 days to lose 12, how much that is. I don't know if that's real or not, but yeah. Number 1, workout plan. The next thing I did want to say is that please keep an eye on your grammar. If it has these weird red lines and blue lines, click it and please improve it, because if you do not sound like you're speaking English, or whoever it is, if you're speaking to an English audience and it doesn't sound like you're speaking English people or whoever it is, I'm going to read it. If you're in a different country, obviously, and you're speaking a different language, it's different, but I'm English and it's tricky to read. I would go in with some sort of like claim, did you know? In these little things, give facts, give real tangible facts, and then you need to transition this call to action. Having someone to guide you in a way is crucial. Why? Because getting advised by someone who's already done the work themselves, it will make it easier and faster for you to get results. So that is why I am offering a free discovery call for you to personally talk to me about having the physique that you desire or something like that. click the link below to book your discovery call, but that's what I would do. So if this is yours, please take this advice and try and implement it in. Okay, so the next email. So subject line, start before it's too late. The harsh truth about money. So, Alicia, let me be real with you. Making some mean cash online is not as easy as it sounds. Watching video after video on YouTube, laying in bed and wasting your time, getting convinced by all these gurus online, making it sound so easy of how you can easily make millions in less than 60 days and so on. To me, that's all bullshit. The harsh truth, you can't expect money to fall into your lap without putting in the work. It all starts with you. So let me tell you something, steps that I follow that you can implement in your life. Okay. See, I did have a read through this email before I started reviewing it, and there's one thing I wanted to say. Now listen, I'm not calling anyone out here, but I don't mean it in a harsh way. I'm here to make you better. You need to have a flow. Here's one thing, is that people, they already know money's hard to make. But the thing is, they don't want to listen to this. If I told you that, so you want to lose weight, right? You watch all these videos, all these gurus telling you you can lose weight in seconds. Well, did you know it's not even easy? It's hard. You can't do it. It's impossible. That's kind of what it sounds. And it's like, well, here's how you can do an easy way. Well, that transition doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't flow. One thing I do want to say about what I love about this email is that there is the sections are split up into sentences, which everyone needs to write copy in this way. It is so much easier to read. It's fun, literally more fun to read. It's also more intriguing, which is what I really like about this email. The only problem is that you have not flowed it very well. So you've done a very good job at structure, just not so much the flow and focus. So listen very carefully to what I'm about to say if this is your email. Here's what I would do if I was to improve this. I would simply say, I probably wouldn't say this is a subject line. I would make variations of this. I'll get to the subject line in a minute. I would say something like, you're probably trying to make money online, right? You've watched video after video, laying in your bed, trying to watch all these gurus online telling you how to make money. You've probably heard of make millions in 60 days, right? And so on and so on. And these gurus make it seem so easy to make money online that when you go to actually implement it, you realize it's actually harder than you thought. Did you know that 80% of people fail because of this? Because it's hard and only 20% actually succeed and stay in the game. I'm assuming this person who this email is for is someone who's already, because you might be writing this for someone. This is also an email part of a sequence. I'm assuming that's just a value email. There's no sort of offer. It's just like a story value based. But I'd say current situation, what you're currently doing, these gurus are making it seem so easy, but then when you do it, it's actually really hard. Maybe you could say something like, I tried it, listening to all these gurus. I once fell into the trap of doing that. But I actually found that the gurus make it seem easy, and they overcomplicate it a little bit so that it is hard for you to make money because they want to sell you on their courses, but actually it's easy. Well, it's simple once you know how, and here are my steps. So you have to say, this is annoying you, right? And you want to be able to do this, but this is in your way. And you may think that money is hard. Well, while money is hard to make, it actually isn't once you know the simple steps to make money. And so here are the simple steps that I followed to make money for my business. And it's simply have a plan, study the niche, put in the reps, learn your mistakes, repeat. Say, you've probably done all this, it's hard, but actually it's kind of easy. I'm not saying it's easy, but I am saying it's simple. Make sure you keep putting in the hard work. I would say something like that. So on to the next one. Okay, breaking my leg made me millions. I don't know who you're writing this for. I'm assuming it's some sort of footballer, but I really like that subject line. Okay, so breaking my leg made me millions. This is something, it's kind of called a metaphor, which means you're relating two unrelated things, where it's like horses and money. What do you mean? Breaking legs and millions. how did that make millions? Which I really love this subject line, whoever this was. Hey, thingy. Back in 2019 in Jan, I got into an accident and broke my leg. I used to play football and it was my only source of income. COVID was on the rampage, I like that, and everything was shut down and the world seemed to be on a permanent pause. But hey, I'm not one to wallow in self-pity for too long at least. I went on YouTube as usual and started scrolling and saw a video titled Make £1,000 every single day. We all know how that usually goes, right? Total scam city. I searched for some way to earn. Again, I saw a title, Top 10 High Paying Skills, and I thought, F it. It's either now or never. And I came to know that there is a concept of freelancing. I understood copywriting, digital marketing, and it became a money weapon. Now learning and practicing. Cut to 5 months from there, I was earning a solid income of 10k. This small earning gave me a boost on my journey toward millions, but here's the best part. I'm not just keeping the gold mine and knowledge to myself. I've got over 100 answers. Who needs affiliate links when you've got the keys to unlock your own success, your number one support? I like this email. I love the subject line. You're personalizing it. You're starting in with a short story, which I think is good. I think one thing you can change is saying that because I broke my leg and I can't play football anymore, I now needed some sort of income. And I thought there must be a different way instead of saying that. So you would say like, hey, Alicia, I got into a accident and broke my leg. I used to play football and it was my only source of income. COVID was on the rampage and everything was shut down. The world seemed to be on permanent pause. And I needed some sort of income, some sort of source of income to replace football because I couldn't play football anymore because I just broke my leg. So I needed to make money somehow. So then you would say, I'd get rid of this. I went on YouTube as usual and started searching for all the answers. I saw a few videos. One said, make $1,000 in a day. We all know how that goes. Total scam city. I really like this. I searched for some way to earn. I kept on searching top 10 high paying skills and I thought, F it, it's either now or never. Okay. And I came to know that there is a concept of free. I saw a video that said this. We all know scam city, right? I also saw another one of this. I was like, oh my goodness. But after doing research and after just diving in, I came across this business model. Don't tell them the business model. If you want to keep it curious, I came across this business model. You don't really need to say this either. I came across this business model. Cut to 5 months from there of learning and practicing and of doing that business model. Don't tell them that's the business model. Just say it's a business model. I now earn 10k per month in solid income, fully replaced my football income. I thought that breaking my leg, actually no, sit at the top. I thought that I've broke my leg. How the hell am I going to make money now? And it made you feel worried, and then you would think, which I think this is actually a really, really good ending. You don't need to change anything. Another thing I would do is please be consistent with your one-line sentences, but overall, this is a good email. Make sure you split this up. Also have a call to action at the end, please. Okay, on to the last email. How copywriting will make you nail all your sales calls. Alicia, ready to outreach, sending hundreds of emails, getting responses, book your first call, and completely messing up because you're not confident. My man, copywriting isn't a rush. Becoming cracked before outreaching will assure you success compared to the one who rushed after a few practice. Why? When you write copies, you sell through your word. You are becoming a better salespeople. Over time, sweet tears and never-ending hours of what you will become a freaking good salesman. If you're a good salesman, you'll be confident and you'll be able to sell anything, including yourself during sales calls. So focus on building your skills, do some outreach, but continue on. If you're good at copy, you'll be good at outreach. And that's it. Don't sleep on it. I'm opening. It's an alright email. I love how you split it up. I think it's good. I would make variations of this subject line is what I would do. You need to relate this. Now, it's the same thing again. I've reframed how I'm saying it, but you're probably outreaching, right? Wait, so you want to do cold outreach, right? So you start sending emails. Okay, so you're basically saying you need to make it clear then. Once you've done your outreach, you've booked your first call, but you completely messed it up because you're not confident in copywriting. How does the call relate to copywriting? You need to make it relate. I don't think this makes sense. How copywriting will make you nail your first call? As I said with the other emails, you need to make it flow. You need to make it make sense. I think this is good. You've structured it very well. But one thing I do think you need to do is please have proper grammar. Over time, sweat, tears, and never-ending hours of work, you will become a freaking good salesman. And if you are a good salesman, you will be confident and you'll be able to sell anything, including yourself during. This is unnecessary. So the solution is focusing on building your skills. I think your call to action is also good, but I just think if you want to level up your game, it's pretty vague. I'm opening only 3 spots for one-to-one mentoring. If you want me to teach you how to develop your, I'm assuming, copywriting skills so you can get better at your sales skills so you can ace all your calls, okay? And click the button to book your call. I'll see you there. If you have any questions on the call, feel free. So yeah, I think it's a decent email. I just think it needs to flow better. I have got an email example for you. Subject line: thought about trying this underrated method to lose weight, Sally? What is the method? What are you talking about? Here's how you can instantly melt fat off your waist within 30 days. Obviously, terrible claim, but it's attention grabbing. I read this. This is my first ever email I read, so make sure that's obviously a true claim. Okay, as I said, proof. 40 studies found that this method can lead to significant weight loss. You're thinking, what is the method you're talking about? Typically ranging from 7 to 11 pounds over a 10-week period. That seems like it could be really hard to do, right? But actually, it's not by doing intense workouts. It's not by eating boring green foods. And you don't need to make weird smoothies, which we can all agree taste disgusting. Surprisingly, it's actually something you probably haven't heard of before. Take Susan, for example. She would look at herself in the mirror, feeling embarrassed and disappointed herself because she couldn't fit in her own clothes anymore. I would make that sound more softer now, but yeah. But after she tried this one simple method every day, she lost 10 pounds in 30 days. Of course, it didn't feel real to her. It's kind of like taking a leisurely stroll through the park instead of sprinting. Plus, it's way less harmful compared to crash diets, extreme calorie restriction, fad diets that shock your body and without hurting your muscles. Study shows that it can even improve things like insulin and cholesterol levels. And you're probably thinking, what is the method? You haven't even said the method, but you're saying it's not this, you're saying it's this. I thought you were going to tell me, but what's the method? Obviously, I would change this call to action, but we have put together a video explaining how this works, which you can watch by clicking the link here. That's the call to action, which it probably isn't the best, but I wouldn't say you don't even need this PS right now. I would have a better call to action, but basically that's how I would flow a weight loss email. That's how I've structured an email, but I hope you can see that it flows on. I'm talking about a method. That is my focus. I'm talking about one method that's doing all these things. It's not this, it's not that, right? To summarize everything about these emails, the mistakes that I picked up from these emails that I think you guys need to work on if you're going to write copy, making sure that if you're going to make a big claim, please back it up with some sort of proof, whether that's a testimonial or a statistic. The second mistake that I found is that there's no flow in the emails. Like when you're reading it, it doesn't make sense as you're reading it. It has to lead them on. You need to make sure you're focusing on one thing. Here are some actually really good pointers that I got from these emails, is that you guys were actually really good at the way you structured your emails. I was actually very entertained by some of them, especially the broken leg one. That was really good on whoever read that. It was quite attention grabbing. It flowed really well. You had the one-line sentences. And yeah, I hope you can take everything from this video. If you would like me to do a continued series of me reviewing you guys' copy, please leave a like and leave a comment saying that you would like me to review copy again, and I will do so. But other than that, with that being said, that is the end for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in my next video.